Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another gameplay impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Submerged for the PlayStation 4. This title was sent to me by PlayStation Portugal so that I could give it a look and tell you guys my opinions on it. So what is Submerged all about? Well, having played it for a couple of hours now, I would have to say that it feels kind of like a mixture of the art style that we've seen in Journey to the West, or Odyssey to the West. I can't remember. It was a while ago that I played that game, but you guys know the game I'm talking about, the one where you got the main character who's the monkey with a stick and stuff like that. So the art style reminds me quite a bit of that, but the gameplay reminds me a little bit of Journey, except it doesn't seem to flow as well. But I think that was something that the developers were going for, the feeling of Journey. It also gave me a couple of vibes from Shadow of the Colossus for some reason. I'm not talking about combat, because as far as I can tell, the game actually doesn't have combat. It's just the vibe that I got is because, as I tell you guys the story so far, pretty sure you guys will understand. So your character arrives to this place on that boat that you guys see over there, right? This is your main character, the character I'm playing with. And then there is, oops, sorry, wrong button there. I forgot that there's no jumping in this game, at least yet. Maybe there's jumping later on. And then your character arrived on that boat with her little brother, who is this kid. So as you can see, he's got a couple of bandages in his stomach there. That's because he had a nasty gaping wound when we got here. And so I've been forced to scavenge for supplies. So like, for instance, this fire was not here. Also, the kid had not drunk anything before we got here, so he was very thirsty, and he wasn't bandaged up. He was just like, the wound was completely visible. So if we pause the game, you can look at the top, and you will notice that there's medical supplies, fire, and water. Those are the three things that I have done so far. I patched him up with the medical supplies, I brought fire to him to keep him warm, and I brought water to him because he was thirsty, right? And now I'm supposed to find some food for him. So, how do you actually go about doing all these things? Well, if you look, like over there, we have a set of binoculars that we found at some point. If you look over here, you'll notice these flag-looking things, I guess. These are actually from parachutes, from care packages, right? They were dropped here a while back, and we're basically scavenging those care packages. However, something I've noticed is that it doesn't really seem to matter which hotel you go to get your care package. It always seems to give you the logical progression of the story. So like, first I needed the medical pack, so I went up this hotel and we got the medical pack. Then I needed fire, so I went up another random hotel and we got the fire. Then I needed the water, and this time I was like, I really want to make sure. So here's the map, right? This is where we are. I went all over the map. As you can see, the little bit of that's explored, that's what I've explored so far. And I got the water on that little red square with a cross on it at the top right on the map. So as you can see, pretty far away from where we are. You'll also notice that this marks locations of interest in the map, so we can see another hotel close by. So let's hop on the boat. There's no animation for her actually getting on the boat. It's just like you press X, you're on a boat. This does seem to me like more of a budget title. You press R2 and the boat moves forward, and then you can steer it in whatever direction you want. There's quite a bit of momentum to the boat though, so keep that in mind. There's also a couple of creatures that you will spot as you go through, like you just spot that thing that looks like a big whale, right? And we can basically just go through here and explore through the map, and explore at your leisure, because as far as I can tell, there is no dying in this game. At least I haven't died so far, and I believe even the PR Blast, where they sent me this this code, it even said that you can't die. So it's just more of a game where you just, like, you know, explore, relax, solve logic puzzles and whatnot. And whenever you see those rose things over there, that means that this is a place that you can stop. So this is Hotel Ville 10. So as you can see, this was actually a hotel that I've already looted, so there's no point in going there again. I mean, there is a point, I guess, because if we notice, there's like a couple of items that maybe I haven't picked up yet. I've picked up like 3 items. or maybe I'm missing 3 items. No, I picked up 1 item and I'm missing 3. Because on the topmost, on the top right corner, I picked up 3 items there, and I can see that there's like 3 little, what do you call those? Lasagna? I don't know. Twisted squares. Those are items that you pick up that tell you a little bit more of the story. Story which you have access here. Our story, which it looks like there's some kind of a mother figure, and there used to be a father figure, but it died. Or maybe it was the mother that died, and there was the 2 little kids. I don't know. But from what I'm looking at the top left picture, it seems like those 2 in the middle, that would be the sister and brother, who are the one we control, the sister and the brother who's wounded. And that is one of the father figures. The father figure drank something, and the other father figure died. I'm saying father figure as in the parental figure is what I mean to say. So either the father or the mother died. The other parent drunk something, went insane, and started hunting them, and so they ran away, I guess. I don't know, that's pretty much all I can interpret. You can also see the story of the city. These are collectibles that you pick up as you go along, which this doesn't really tell us much yet, I guess. These are things that I've collected as I've played through the game, so I guess once I have all the pictures, I'll understand this better. There are creatures which reveal the stuff that you've seen so far. I've seen those fish. I guess I've seen the pelican. I don't really remember it. I've seen the whale-looking thing and those dolphin-looking things. And landmarks, which is this big signpost and this lighthouse-looking thing that I've seen. As you can see, there's a day-night cycle, so now it's nighttime, and we can play in nighttime. The boat also has a boost to it, which at any point I can press L1, the boat starts boosting. This boost is upgradable, so you will find stuff as you play through the game, and as you find these things, you will receive upgrades on your boost. I'm not sure if I have any boosts in range right now. I would love to show you guys what it looks like once you get a new boost, but let's just go through here. Now, from a graphical perspective, I don't think the game looks very impressive. The frame rate is, I don't know, sometimes I seem to get some weird drops where I really shouldn't, because the game, again, it's not super duper detailed. It is using Unreal Engine 4, because they have the Unreal Engine 4 right at the start of the game. Whoa! What the hell was that? Oh, it's one of those rays. Manta ray. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where you just relax more than anything else. You just walk around, you explore, and you just kind of do whatever you want to do. Now, something that I've been noticing, however, is as I've been retrieving the care packages and all that, my character seems to be getting somewhat sick. Now, I'm not sure if I can zoom into the character. Well, while she's on the boat, it's a little bit hard, so let's just go somewhere that I can get off the boat so that you guys can get a good look at the character. But I would like to go somewhere specific where I can show you guys something else. So one of the first things I noticed, and I think they do this on purpose... Oh, there we go. There's one. One of the first things I noticed, because near where you land on the boat after they give you the binocs, I mean, it's not a binocs, it's a monocular, whatever you want to call it. Very close to it, you will see that there is someone there. Now, these dudes, these very poorly textured dudes, or maybe it's intentional, I do not know. These dudes seem to be looking at me and studying me and seeing what the hell I'm doing. Which I think we're probably going to see some of that once I retrieve the next care package, which I will do throughout this video to give you guys an idea of what the gameplay of getting those care packages is about. But something very interesting is make sure that you notice their texture, right? They're all like gray and, you know, gray and green and weird and almost coral looking, right? And now let's head to a hotel. But like I said, those dudes have seemed to be studying me. Now I think that this right here is probably a hotel that we can go to because there are the markings up there of a care package being here. So Let's look for where we can land, and let's make sure that I haven't been to this hotel yet. No, I have not. So, there we go. We can probably land right here. You just press X, it tells you where you landed. Gives you a little overview of the hotel, tells you the name. This is the Rungholt Memorial Library. It's actually not a hotel, it's a library. So it would make sense that it would have more books of history than the other places that I've been to. I kind of wish that it was daytime. So I'm not sure how good this is going to look on film if it's nighttime all the time. So why would you have this specific platform here? Am I able to actually reach anywhere up there? No. You're not able to actually reach anywhere. So let's keep going down. Keep going through the obviously plotted down path that you're supposed to go to. You're supposed to follow the red flowers. There are, however, instances where, I mean, the game is not linear per se. So like if you just, you know, follow the linear path to where you're supposed to go to get the care packages, you are not going to find a couple of the items, which hopefully we will find, because I believe that this hotel probably has a couple of those. So let's slowly climb our way through here. Now, in terms of animations, I kind of feel that they could have done a better job, particularly the walking animation, because, I mean, just look at this, right? The character's walking. Look at her sliding whenever I start curving. You know, I always thought this was kind of weird to me when games don't take care of the walking animation of your character. Because, I mean, particularly a third-person game, because one of the things they're going to be doing most is walking. So whenever a character just slides like this, unless I'm walking on ice, which is clearly not the case, it's very immersion breaking for me, and it really does annoy me. Now, you guys do know that, to me, animation is a lot more important than graphics, but that might not be the case for everyone, so maybe it doesn't bother everyone in the same way. But anyway, before we proceed onwards, we did find an item up there, which you probably should get. This is probably going to tell us a little bit more about the story, so there you go. This adds to one of the story things. It seems like this would be in the city. Yeah, the city story. See, we just picked that up. It was number 48. And eventually, it will form a story that we will be able to understand. Now, let's move down here. And we actually have a couple of paths that we can take. Or maybe we don't. Not right now, anyway. We just have to keep going up. There's no other way. Wow, this is one tall-ass building. Well, it was pretty tall when we looked at it earlier, so kind of makes sense. So this is where we were previously. Oh wait, there's another way that we can go. We could have actually climbed up through there. If you guys can see, there's a little ledge there. We could have climbed up from there. Which actually is what I'm going to do. Can I drop down? No, wow, I have to drop all the way. I have to make the path that I did to come up here. Okay, it's all good. But I do want to take that side way, because that might lead us... I don't know. One of these is going to lead us down to the care package. The other one is going to lead us up, actually. The other one is going to lead us to more side items. And I've been trying to pick up as many of the side items as I possibly can find. So I'm thinking that this one would be the one that would take us to the side items, but I could be wrong. Okay, grab onto that. Let's climb up. And from here, we can drop down to here. And where does this lead us? I think this one might be what actually takes us to the care package. But hey, that's fine. There is usually more than one item, you know, more than one story item. Oh, wait. Okay, I can grab onto this. There's usually more than one of those storybooks spread out through the levels. So if you're the completionist kind, you're probably going to spend a lot of time exploring these hotels, traversing them. The traversal also sometimes feels a little bit stiff, which again just kind of reminds you that this is more of a budget title, not really a AAA release. And if you want to compare it to something like Journey, like I mentioned at the start of the game, the biggest flaw of this, to me, is that The game doesn't have as much flow as Journey. Journey just flows incredibly well. And I've only recently played it, so I'm still kind of high off of that, so to speak. I'm just on a Journey high. Oh, look, there's an item down there. Wait. What the hell? Can I actually slide down there? Look at the game making fun of me. It's like, oh no, wait, here we go. Okay. See, one of those instances where you're just like, oh, there's an item up over there. So if you want to unlock all the story, you want to make sure that you pick up all of these. So this is another one of the city stories, so we could press R1 and take a look at it now, but it still doesn't help us a whole lot. We really would have to collect all 60 of them if we really want to get a clear idea of what happened in that city. So, let's keep moving on through here. Just keep climbing up. This was actually a really good building that I chose to make this video on, because it seems to have a lot of branching paths, whereas the buildings that I went through previously seem to be a lot more linear. I mean, we even left one path behind earlier, and this was not necessarily intentional. Wow, she's got hands of steel though. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hadn't encountered this mechanic yet, the zip line. But yeah, I didn't actually choose it on purpose or anything. It was just luck of the draw. I wonder if that actually leads anywhere. Take a look down here. Doesn't seem to lead anywhere, but I could be wrong. Anyway, we got another item in here. We seem to have another climbing thing here, so why the hell not? Wow, this building's got to have a lot of history behind it. And there you see, that right there is the package that we want to get. And it looks like, no, I was about to say it looks like we reached a dead end, but nope, I was wrong. Here we go. It seems like there's another zip line here. Doesn't seem like we can go back through there, so let's pick up that zip line. Did I mention she's got some steel hands, man? Look at that. Okay, so there's the care package. Now, before we pick up the care package, though, I just wanted to show you guys something. Now, you remember the little dude we watched earlier. I don't think that there's another one that I would be able to focus on here. Let me just take a look at that island. It would be cool if there was one there. But nope. If you guys remember the dude I said that they were watching me and whatnot. Now, when I got here, she didn't have green hands or green feet. And she wasn't coughing. She was fine. So it seems that every time I go through one of these buildings and I, collect another thing, every single time she seems to be getting worse. She seems to be getting sick. So even though she's healing her brother, it seems that something wrong is happening to her. And that is the Shadow of the Colossus aspect that I mentioned at the start of this video. So it seems that she's kind of like sacrificing herself for her brother. And I'm kind of predicting that by the end of the game, something is going to happen that we are probably going to be transformed into one of those dudes, or we're going to have to find a cure so that we don't get transformed into one of those dudes. But that could be just me being paranoid. Huh. How interesting. We were here earlier, weren't we? Pretty sure we were. Yeah, we climbed up through here. I wonder if I have to do the zip lines all over again, because I didn't mean to do that. Wait, there's yet another path that I haven't explored yet. Oh no, I thought this was a pipe. It is not a pipe, so yeah, my bad. Can I climb up here again? Yeah, I can. So I can just come through here, pick up the package. Now, something pretty cool is that when you do pick up the package, the game doesn't force you to walk all the way back and take the package to your brother. It just kind of like takes you there. And we did get the food, which is what we needed. It does, however, also force a loading screen on you whenever that happens. There, see the dudes that are watching us? They're watching us again. The building directly in front of them is the building where the brother is. And she is now feeding him, I'm assuming. And look at her hand. It seems to be getting worse. She now has the marks on her back as well. Her brother seems to be stabilizing. She seems to be getting worse and worse. So they're now revealing a little bit more of her story, or their story, I should say, of her and her brother. She seems to be finally aware of the fact that she is somehow transforming. So what do we need now? Oh wow, there's flies. I need something to keep insects away from Taku. So we're gonna, I guess we're gonna need to go find some insect repellent or something. But I really don't want to play too much more because I feel like it's going to spoil a lot of the experience for you guys. So I take it that this should give you a pretty good indication of what this game's about. It's basically you explore, you get upgrades for your boat so that you can boost longer, you get the items which reveal the story, and also now that we've visited that building, you can see that the legend on the upper left corner, it tells you the secrets that you've missed. So we missed one book in that hotel, which is probably that first branching path that I didn't take. That would have probably led us to a book. We've missed more books further down, and there's a whole lot more map to explore. Now, to give you guys a sense of scale, scale of the map, I'm not sure if there's more map beyond this. This is all that I've played so far. But okay, so you see where we are right now. We're the green arrow, right? So I'm going to travel for a while and just to give you guys a notion of how big this thing is. There, see that little frame dips that we are getting right now? That's the part that I don't understand. I kind of feel like this game isn't that graphically intensive, so it shouldn't suffer as much from that kind of stuff. Looks like this is either another hotel or something. I don't know. There's also landmarks that you can find as you explore the map. I wonder if that thing over there is a landmark. It doesn't look like it. Looks very simple. Some kind of ruins. And you can't explore past the corner. So anyways, this is how long it took us. The white circle represents where we were, and the green arrow now represents where we are. So it's not a huge map, but it's got a lot of stuff in it for you to explore. So this is one of those games that if you just like a game where you want to chill, explore, figure out what's up with this puzzling story, you know, get all the books, get all that stuff, it's something that you might enjoy. If you're a little bit anal with animations like I am, you're gonna have a couple of cringe moments where you're gonna be like, why is she sliding when she's walking? Why are you doing this to me? It's like torture. But if you're okay with that, I mean, I really don't see that many problems with it. I mean, again, it's just one of those games where you explore, relax, figure out the story, try to save your brother. And yeah, that's Submerged. As per usual, leave me all your comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.